This is the Ogre from MattOgre.com, WeTheArm.com, based in sports. And I'm out here at my little super secret shooting location near Ogre Ranch, and just finished blasting off with a SIG 556. You guys have seen this before. What you haven't seen though before is the SIG 556 with the Vortex Viper 2-7 x 32, and that's a nice little scope with the it's got what's called the dead hold BDC reticle. Let's see if I can show that reticle to you. Let's see if you can see that. It's got kind of a ballistic drop indicators and some windage indicators in there. It's a nice little scope, and that thing is just super smooth. Totally reliable, really accurate, and I've mentioned this before. This is that 556 I had Duracoated by Joseph Chetwood, who is now with Crusader Weaponry, and Crusader has got a new type of firearms finish that's going to be similar to this, but a little bit tougher and a little bit more wear resistant. We're calling it Crusader Coat, or I'm sorry, Crusader Armor, and the Crusader Armor is we'll be able to do finishes that look just like this, and Joe's a frickin' artist when it comes to this stuff, and you know, I've had this one for a couple years now, and this just, I mean, it's been through hell and back, gone through just about every carbine course I've taught. Somebody's been rolling with this gun, putting it through its paces, and you'll notice that this this sight on here is different. I used to have that Holo sight on it, and I've got this Holo sight now rocking on this 870, and there we go. See if we can see that. That's very pale. I don't have it adjusted bright enough. There it is. Can you see that? Yeah, that's the optic. That's the Holo sight. And you can see however I look through it, the Holo sight's staying on target. And with this 12 gauge stuff, it doesn't need to be, you know, all that, but it works well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what 12 gauge actually does to a target. Let's find out. 12 gauge has always been known as a fight stopper for a good reason. And putting a Holo sight on it is kind of useless, but fun anyway. So here we go. 12 gauge, one hand in it. Boom. Now, if you look at that spread, that hole right there is what I just did to it. Did not spread out very much. I'm using the Federal Black Cloud load, which is just an amazing shot shell, and that flight stopper, or what they call the flight control wad. I mean, it's just amazing how tight and how controlled that special wad, you know, how much control it puts on that shot column. It's just fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. If you want to do long range goose hunting, man, that's the load. If you just want to goof off and, you know, get some cheap shot shells, but for any serious purpose, you can see why I have the Holo sight on it with those loads, because you do have to aim that stuff, and whatever you hit, man, good night. It's dead. Well, I'm going to blaze around some more rounds and have a little bit more fun. So you guys have a good night.